Alrighty, Steelers Nation. Welcome back to Steelers Nation. We lose again in the playoffs. I think that's like the sixth time we lost. I'm absolutely depleted. Thank you for everyone in the chat who came around. We had like 45 in the chat. We were outclassed. We're the worst team. Weren't prepared. Team couldn't tackle. We were freaking awful. I will start the show with this. If you want to say fire Mike Tomlin, say fire Mike Tomlin all you want. I'm a Tomlin guy. I've always supported Tomlin, and I will in the future. He's been my coach since I've been watching in 2002, 2004. He came in 2007. He's my coach. I like him. I like the way that he gets that team to the playoffs. I don't like how that's not prepared and we play really rubbish, but I like him. Okay? I get people want to fire him and they want to do it. So if you want to, you can write fire Tomlin. That's up to you, right? But where I draw the line is if you call me out and call me an idiot, I will block you and you'll never see your comment again. Better than that, though, if you want to, or better than that, though, if you want to, create your own channel. Grab a microphone, grab a camera, do this. Today's game is really tough because our season's over, but we end the same way we've been playing playoff games versus the Jags, versus the Browns, versus the Chiefs, versus the Bills. We were down by 21 points at the half. Can't do that. They gave you a little bit of hope. 7 came back, and then we they allowed 7 points again, 28-7. Then it was 28-14. Then the offense couldn't move the ball. Wilson, is he the guy next year? We'll talk about that shortly. But overall, I'm just very disappointed. I've lost. I feel like I've been exhausted out energy-wise, fan base-wise, trying to get behind this team, trying to cheer them on. Wear my terrible towel. I'll never stop being a Steelers fan, and hopefully I'll never stop making Steelers content, but right now it's very hard. So I agree. If you guys want to say fire Tomlin, you can. That's fine. If you guys want to say Bengals suck, that's fine. I want to give a big shout out to these people from Germany. Two guys from Germany, flew all the way to Pittsburgh, then drove to Baltimore. This guy from France, I'll try and get him on the show. Still from France. He flew to Pittsburgh to support the team, and he drove to Baltimore 4 hours away. The overall fandom is unmatched to some people. I've got that many terrible towels, that many jerseys, that much fucking gear. I cannot even count. My fandom is unbelievable. How much I love this team. I want them to succeed and win Super Bowls and play good football. And when you see efforts like this, it's absolutely deplorable and piss poor how bad of a football team they can be going into the playoffs. 10-3 start, we felt pretty good about Wilson and the switch, and the next minute it all fell apart, losing 4 in a row in the gauntlet. The Eagles, the Bengals, the Ravens, the Chiefs all fell apart. I was over there for 2 losses with the Ravens and the Chiefs Christmas Day. This team is a bad football team, and it seems like we do go through this motion over and over and over again, and I get it. Somebody right now, you there in the blue top, you there in the black top, you're writing fire Mike Tomlin. You there at the back, you're writing fire Mike Tomlin. You over there, you got a beverage in one hand and you're typing in the other saying, fire Mike Tomlin. I get it. I 100% get it, 1,000%. I get it. It's tough. It's very, very tough right now. It does feel like we go through the same motions over and over and over again. Someone said to me that you're way too emotionally invested in the sport. If I wasn't way too emotionally invested, then I wouldn't create a channel. I wouldn't have a great community. I wouldn't have people who have given me super chats and thanks and all these cool things for being a Steelers fan over in Australia. So I get it. It's crazy. It's tough. It's awful, right? But our team played so fucking piss poor. Piss poor. Very, very piss poor. The fact you allow 299 yards, almost 300 yards rushing, 2 TDs to Derrick Henry. They ran the ball 50 times. That's a problem. If you're going to fire anyone and they're not going to fire Tomlin, you need to fire Terrell Austin. You get someone in there who can do the job and set the scene where you are playing Steelers football, Pittsburgh coming back, getting a better defensive line, getting better players who can run down and tackle and hit someone as hard as they can. Can't be all on TJ, can't be all on Cam, can't be all on Minka. They got to play some tough defense football. You can simply not allow a team to run over you by 299 yards and 50 carries. That would have been fun if that was our team with Najee, but it doesn't happen. We ran the ball 29 yards. Wilson at 270, 2 TDs. Our team got fucking shellacked. There's not more you can even say more than that. They're bad. They're a bad football team. They're a bad playoff team. Najee was stealing towels a couple of years ago. They're bad. The Ravens played a better game than us, a much better team. They ran all over the Steelers. And it comes down to coaching. It comes down to this, and this. And we almost got to reset again. The ray gun reset. We've got to start again. And we've got to go to the draft and the offseason and do this. And who's that quarterback? Is Najee coming back? We're going to play the whole thing again. The season ends with the Steelers losing 28-14, but it could have been 35-42. There was so many more points on offer for the Ravens if they would have spread the ball down the field. So I get it. With your frustration, if you want to say fire Mike Tomlin, if it makes you feel better, awesome. If it doesn't make you feel better, that's fine. You can say fire Mike Tomlin all you want. The team sucks. The team is absolutely terrible. They're from top to bottom, from the quarterback to the running back, the receivers. There are some good moments, but overall, this team has got outclassed, outplayed, outmatched by a Ravens team who on the day was a better team. And it happens. On these days like this, when your team gets blown out like that, it's awful. It sucks. You wish you would have lost the game or won the game by 3 points, or it was competitive and you lose by 3 points. That would be more fun and interesting than it was where they give you a little bit of hope and take it away. That's all I have. I might do a live, guys, with Bubba and Shane and see what they say, but it is 28-14. You simply can allow 300 yards rushing, and time of possession was going to be in the 40s, I think. 39 minutes time of possession is absolutely terrible. Offensive performance was bad. Our team was bad. Everybody in the comments knows, if you're a Steelers fan, how bad they were today, and there does need to be changes. So you can write fire Tomlin, you can write fire Everyone, you can write fire Steel Nation Oz, you can write fire anyone you want. Yet again, we suck. At the end of the season, we absolutely suck. And that's all I can say. 29 first downs to 11. They were out-coached, out-classed, out-muscled, out-physicaled, everything. They ran the ball with Mark Andrews in the quarterback, sets. We scored 14 points in the third quarter. Didn't matter. Still outclassed, outmatched. 7 penalties for us. 20 minutes of possession. This team, I love them so much. And I try and hype them up and get around them and try and find different ways and scenarios where the Steelers can win. And we can, Zay Flowers there. Didn't fucking matter. It did not matter that Zay Flowers out. They said, you know what? We've got our lead back, Derrick Henry, who we got from the Titans. We've got our guy, Lamar Jackson. We're gonna move the ball down the field with the option route, the wildcat. You go, I go. Hey, Jackson, I'll have a go. And then next time, you know what? No, Derrick Henry, you have a run. They went dink and dunk down the field by running down the field with 50 times. And they could not stop them one little bit. This team needs an overhaul. It does need a culture change. And maybe it could start with Tomlin. Maybe the next year or 2 years, the Rooneys don't sign Tomlin to a 2-year contract. Maybe it could be like, you know what? Tomlin's like, my players aren't playing. I want to get out of here. Who knows? All I know is when it comes to this point, it sucks. It's awful. We wear our gear. We wear our 46 jerseys. We buy all the gear. We have all the fun we can. And I appreciate everyone in the community who comes around, and 2,800 subs, 50 people in the chat. It's a good time. It's a great time. It's a fun time. But we absolutely suck. You know what? I do this for other teams. Steelers, this hurts me to say. Steelers, you lost. Sucked in Steelers, you losers. Sucked in Steelers, you losers. Hurts. They played awful. To get around a team like this, they played fucking awful. Sucked in Steelers, you losers. They're a bad team. They're a bad team. They cannot finish. They cannot play competitive football in the playoffs. They cannot. So it hurts me to say it. Sucked in Steelers, you losers. That's it. Alrighty, Steel Nation. So thank you to everyone for the year or the 2024 season. It's been fun, but we were outclassed, outmatched, and there's just no way to put it. We're a bad team. We're a bad football team going to the playoffs. There needs to be changes, needs to be overhaul. The Steelers must do better, and they got outclassed and outmatched today. The other team was so much better. So one more time. Sucked in Steelers, you losers. I'll see you guys later.